Hydration, it's key when it's hot and sweaty outside. While water is absolutely necessary, certainly fun to mix things up with different flavors, make some bubbles perhaps. Today we're making up some mocktails that fit the bill there. Melissa Yeager from Hy-Vee is back with 2 tasty summer drinks for everybody. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Yeah, this is exciting. You know why? For me, you get to do it with the kids. You get creative, they taste great. Like everybody likes a good, like new fruity drink, right?
Exactly. It's something fun for the summertime. I have a lot of clients that come to me and they talk about how they are finally starting to recognize their thirst in the summer, right? In the wintertime, you sometimes ignore your hydration status, but then when you're out working in the yard, you're out on the boat, you start to actually recognize it. So being able to have something other than water for a lot of people can help them to stay hydrated as well too. So coming up with some fun creations, maybe getting the kiddos involved, and then having something that everybody can enjoy, whether or not they're choosing to consume alcohol or not this summer is a really fun treat.
Yeah. What do you want to make?
So we have 2 different combinations today, and I wanted to use ingredients that could cross over between recipes. Because you know how sometimes you go to the store, you pick up something for a new recipe, and then you didn't use all of it, and you're like, why is this just sitting in my fridge?
The ubiquitous ingredients, sure.
So we're going to start with the orange creamsicle mocktail, which I really like. I think it reminds me of an orange push pop in the summertime.
Yeah.
And so all you're going to do is if you want to pour in the coconut milk, so
okay, we do
I just grabbed,
shaker,
rep right into the shaker.
Okay, coconut milk.
So coconut milk, about a quarter cup or a third of a cup, depending on how creamy and thick you want it.
Okay.
And then we're just adding in 100% orange juice, about a third of a cup, so equal parts.
Okay.
And then it just calls for about a teaspoon when I'm measuring out cocktails.
A boop, as we call that.
I just do a little splash or a boop.
Ooh, that's a big boop.
Hey, you want a little bit of that nice flavor in there.
I do.
But what is great is that with the coconut milk and the orange juice, you're already bringing in those different textures and flavors without adding tons of unnatural sugar or artificial sweeteners. And so then you would just simply shake this part up, and then you're going to actually top it with the soda. So
I see.
Really easy, really quick, really simple to throw together.
It's like this is the syrup. And that's like the
and I
seltzer.
like that it's things that you might already have in your home kitchen, right? So for this one, you don't need to strain it because there's nothing fancy about it.
Like
so I know I
eggnog.
made a little mess, but that's okay. That's what happens in the kitchen. So then you're just going to top it with the bubbles. And then you could add as much or as little as you want, because with Zevia, since they don't add any colors to it, the only color in the cocktail is coming from the orange juice.
It smells delicious.
So it's really light and refreshing. And then I always like to make fun ice cubes or other things that you can use it. And so I tend to take like the orange juice and freeze little mandarin orange slices in it so that you have something fun to garnish with.
We're going to make this with the kids.
Yeah,
that is delicious.
It's super refreshing, super easy. So that's why I really enjoy it.
Okay, let's get to the other mocktail then.
So for this one, same ingredients. We're actually going to be using the coconut milk again, and then the vanilla extract, and you can pour right into the shaker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the coconut milk. Any coconut milk you recommend?
You know, I always
canned
go with,
stuff, or?
You can certainly use canned stuff. If you're using something that's like a lighter coconut milk or that's primarily just coconut and water, be cognizant of the fact that with certain coconut milks, like if it's a full fat, it's going to be separated. So shake it really well in the bottle before you even pour it in. Woo! We're getting some fun in there today.
What about the ones that compressed coconut milk?
You know, there's a lot of different claims and things on the labels. I tend to look on the back and look at the ingredients list. I'm looking for things that just are, you know, water and coconut, and then I tend to check the fat content, because the fat content is going to teach you about the creaminess or what that flavor component is going to be. And so then you're just going to pour in the tea. So this is a passion fruit hibiscus tea. And again, it's caffeine free, so not going to keep you up, not going to keep the kiddos up.
Like a 50-50 blend kind of between the bubbles and the concentrate?
Exactly. Right, and so that's something that's nice and creamy. You know, there's a lot of popular pink drinks that you're seeing out there this summer, so this is a lighter variation.
Awesome. Melissa, you always come with the best ideas. Thank you so much. We're going to be trying this with the family for sure. You guys love it?
Yeah, great.
Awesome. Both those recipes, information about Hy-Vee's healthy U subscription service, healthy U subscription service. It's on KARE11.com for you. All you got to do is text the word recipes to 763-797-7215 to get a link to the recipes page. We'll be right back.